Heyo! How's it going, everybody? Hope anyone who's watching this right now or at some time in the future is having themselves a fantastic day today. Welcome, welcome, one and all. My name is Relikai. I'm gonna play a video game on the internet. And tonight that video game is going to be Genshin Impact. Yes, sir, that's right. How's it going, Vic? Hope everything is going well for you on your end of things. Thanks for stopping in, I appreciate it. Yeah, we're playing Genshin tonight, despite the fact that Genshin just got canceled, you know, for like the 7th time. But it's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. It be what it be, and you know we'll see what's happening. Why did it get canceled? You know, the rewards thing. The rewards thing again. But yeah, it's one of those things. We'll let the Chinese bros handle it because they're the ones that Hoyoverse actually cares about. If they say things, then they listen. You know, like I said last time. China actually kicked shit up. Zhongli became the easy button in the game. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens this time around, especially since they're apparently also going after other companies who have collaborated with Genshin, like KFC and Pizza Hut and shit. So you know, that means there's gonna be outside capitalistic forces that are gonna be putting pressure on them, saying, "Hey guys, like, if you want to work with us again, you're gonna have to clean your shit up." So, well, hopefully that means something nice will happen, but it's probably gonna be a glider. It'll be a glider, and maybe an extra 7 pulls, and that's it. So, and then we'll all just be like, all right, you know what? Good enough, we guess. Until next time you screw us over. So, but anyway, none of that matters today. All that matters today is Furina. We're finishing up the Archon quest, and then we're gonna do Furina's little hangout mission thing. You know, those things that I never do. Yeah, we're gonna do those. We're gonna do that today because, damn it, Furina deserves to smile. So we're gonna make her smile today. I already leveled her. The only other thing we could do is like get her 10-10-10, which, okay, maybe 1-10-10. Okay, I don't want it. Well, then again, she deserves it. You know what? Fuck it. She deserves it. I'll 10-10-10 Furina. God damn it. So, yeah, we're obviously not gonna make it happen tonight, but we'll start the process. You know, the process shall be engaged. Considering that Yule cosplayer got harassed by some guy, I think KFC Genshin collab. I'm not surprised. What? Eula cosplayer got harassed by a guy? Huh. That is unfortunate. Yeah, cosplayers deal with so much shit. That is, yeah, it's not good. It's not good, guys. Wearing sexy clothes doesn't mean you get to touch, okay? You may look, you may not touch. All right, nothing in this store is for sale. All right, unless the owner suddenly decides that everything is for sale. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead, get the game loaded up here. Speaking of Eula, her figure still hasn't been announced. Well, I mean, it was announced, but there's been literally no word on it since then. We haven't gotten like a grayscale. We haven't gotten a render. Just absolutely nothing besides just saying, hey, this will exist at some point. So hopefully one day we'll get some word on that. Improper touch on the butt area, apparently. Of course. I mean, if it's a Eula cosplayer, of course. So, yeah. But no touchy, y'all. Don't do it. Alright, let's kill the BGM. Come over here. Alright, where are we at? Come on, OBS. There you go. There you go. Alrighty. So, we got Furina back out. I switched over from my new Dea Chevy team because, again, our girl, she deserves the world. So, we're gonna give it to her today. Alright. Here we go. Let's go. Alright. So, let's see here. Yeah, so I do have her level 90. I don't have her, I don't have her sword wand thing, but that's fine. Artifacts, I actually did work to get her some decent artifacts. C0. I've got her 166. So there is work that is required here. Is this from the whale? Yep. All right. So since I fought the whale now, that means I can actually start farming some mats from it at some point, I suppose. But before we get to any of that, we've got to wait. Whoops. We've got to go and finish out the Archon quest. Let's do it. Yeah. So last time around, we had a big ol' epic finale to everything that happened. We finished off the Furina's trial. We got to see all the background with Focalor. We fought the Narwhal. We met Skirk. There was lots of shit that happened. So now all we've got is just falling action, resolution, and then that's gonna wrap things up for the story at this time. Words can't describe how annoying it was to farm that material for Furina. Oh boy, I guess I'm in for a good time then. Keep getting shitty RNG with the drop that took 2 weeks to fully upgrade her. God damn. Genshin being in hot water now. They were at the birth of the game's debut. Wait, what? And they were at the birth of the game's debut. Oh, like the audience? Yeah. It be what it be, I suppose. Oh wait, hold up. I got full resin. I need to go ahead and get that condensed so that the timer can start back up. All right, let's see here. Boom, there we go. All right. Oh yeah, also I had to switch back to my old wired mouse. So I don't have my wireless mouse anymore because the scroll wheel broke on it. Like it just literally does not function now, which essentially means the mouse itself doesn't function. You can't. A mouse with no scroll wheel is not a mouse anymore. So unfortunately, I gotta return it. I gotta use my old one, which I replaced because it's double clicking. So I'm gonna have to deal with that for a little bit. But then I'm gonna get another wireless one, which will unfortunately be more expensive than my other one, but it be what it be. Controversy at the beginning of the game debuting out there in the hot water again. I reckon the game is gonna skinny dip in the hot water when it comes to controversy. I mean, it's what it does. That's just all it does all the time. Missile memory would screw me over if I have to go old style mouse. Yeah. Oh yeah, we met up with Charlotte right at the end, and then she wants to come around and talk to people with us, I guess.
Oh, it's you. What brings you all here?
Hey, we're just having a look around.
I'm here to update myself on how things are going here. Oh, the Fatui are here too.
What? You fraternize with Fatui, Navia? I am disappointed. We are no longer friends. Yep. Still keeping up, giving Lumine shit for that.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snežević. He represented
Excuse
the
you.
Nave in sending us a large amount of supplies, and is helping with our work.
I prefer to look at his name and decide that his name is pronounced Garunt. Garunt Snitchabitch.
Our residents are hard at work as well. Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely. We've lost a lot of people, but we're moving forward. That will have to be enough.
Nice.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaine's stray cats.
I immediately thought of that guy in Elf. You remember when Buddy is like in the park and he's like helping Santa with his sleigh, and then there's a big crowd outside the park, and there's that newscaster lady who's reporting about it, and then she's interviewing one of the guys who's there, and the guy just starts off with like oh my god, I love your work so much, you know. I saw Santa fly overhead, and I was like, what the heck was that, you know? And you're a great reporter, you know, it's your eyes. They tell the whole story. That's this guy, fucking Grunt.
But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests as the Spina.
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as friendly neighbors?
That would be fine. Thanks.
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
It's her.
We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go over there.
Huh? You're here too, Clarence?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Furina.
What?
So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right. She really came here to help me out.
Her reputation rose after the duel with Miss Furina? They didn't duel. She came up at her and was like, let's duel, and Furina was like, nah, fam. Why would her reputation go up after that?
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more decision makers. And, well, I do already happen to be connected to Mr. Callis.
WSG? No, it's WASD. That's what we use, Thunder. That's how we game. All right. What's happening though? How's things going?
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel, about what it was like facing down a god. There's lots of exciting material there, I bet.
Y'all never thought she was a god. Just making some random manga stuff? Oh, our boy over here is a mangaka. How about that shit? That's cool. What's your manga about, my guy?
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
Bruh, every time I see her, the only thing I can focus on is the fact that those buttons on her shirt are hanging on for dear life. They are struggling. Their life is pain and misery, but they keep going. They never give up. They never surrender, and I salute them for that. But also, maybe they should. Maybe they should give up. You know?
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor for Navia's sake?
Oh, look at that face. How can you say no to that? Thank goodness I'm not the only one that notices that. They sure are. Yeah.
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Chlorand at any rate.
What's with the attitude, Lumine? You still gonna be a brat about things? Like, when have we ever cared about getting our pictures taken? Huh? That's all good.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let her off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up.
Yeah.
And smile.
Smile. There you go. Oh, it's cute.
How did it go? Was it a good shot? Did Paimon look cute in it?
Yeah, and somehow your sparkles are still sparkling.
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. Alright, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots.
Yeah, when you have two figures that are taller than a shorter one in the middle, it helps balance things out. Charlotte takes more pictures of Poisson, clicking shutters also good, but
Alright, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
Alright.
You're very quick.
Oh shit. You need to increase your stamina apparently, Charlotte. Cloran thinks you're a little too quick on the draw.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key.
Alright. It bodes well for me that speed impresses Cloran.
Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Clorand.
Why does everyone keep throwing Charlotte shade? She's over here just trying to do her best, and everyone's giving her these bombastic side eyes.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit. I'm impressed.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Meripede.
You already knew she was going, huh?
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too. I asked Sijuin, who told Monsieur Nervillette, and he told you, right?
That's a very complete information chain.
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media?
Uh-huh.
I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Ridesley will make a personal appearance.
They modeled her shirt to do that. Like specifically, you see like the way the lines go, it's like they did that on purpose. These fucking guys.
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I have with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
Uh-huh. Alright. So we went and did that. Oh.
You seem curious about the fortress.
Of course. That Risley. I still remember going down to the fortress to grill him for information on my father's case. Boy, did he take me for a ride. Without telling me anything,
Heyo.
of course.
But he did invite you to tea, didn't he?
2 large pots of it, in fact. It was good tea, though.
There you go.
I have to agree. The tea there is very good.
Speaking of that, would you like to have some today? I mean, you've got time, right?
Well, I'd be partial to some shortbread.
Wow, it's like we've got a menu or something. Sure.
Hey.
Good.
What flavor of biscuits would you like, Mr. Snezhovich?
Me? I'm fine with anything, but I would prefer chocolate should you have it.
Man, this is the softest boy we've ever seen come out of the Fatui.
All right, leave it to me.
I'll go over the newly arrived supplies with you later, Mr. Snezhovich. We should be able to finish the preparatory work today.
That works great for me.
Is it just me, or did you get a new lipstick?
Oh? Navia? Focusing in on her lipstick, are we?
I did. It was a gift from Sijuin. Want to give it a try? I think the color would suit you too.
Oh my god, the scenarios just write themselves. Oh yes, you like my lipstick, huh? Would you like to give it a try? My oh me. Okay, well, you guys have fun exchanging lipsticks. As much as I would like to see that. We're going back to prison, I guess. Alright. And we're back here. God, the fucking switches on my old mouse. It's yeah, I really need to get a new one.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this place.
I prefer to call it triggering.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Duke! Did you come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
Uh-huh.
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Let's go. Yeah, that's it. That's it. The camera loves you.
No need to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need. Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be published on the cover of the Steambird?
Because if they find out, if the public finds out that we're standing next to each other, they're gonna find out we're fucking.
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier,
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you then?
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful to the Steambird for...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed chatting with you more. You've definitely got more of that genius vibe going on.
Oh, Charlotte knows how to play them. Charlotte knows how to be like, oh yes, your brain is so much bigger than that other guy's.
The boat that brought about a miracle, the ark that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back there, like an emissary of legend.
Jeez, look at her play him. Look at this absolute songstress play this man.
Still, if I might ask, where's that flying ship now?
Huh. Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself another exclusive scoop.
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
Also, the ship was ultimately useless. Why did we have to spend so much time in prison to learn about that thing when everyone just literally had to wait for like 3 minutes or something, and then the water just went away?
Really? Well, then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
Oh my god. She really does know how to squeeze opportunities for all they're worth.
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Did you really have to use the word couple?
Jesus Christ.
Well, then 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. We've seen this kind of thing before.
Yeah, before we then have to be kept up all night with the sounds of their arguing.
Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
And the true villain enters the chat.
Ah, Siegeween.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take some pretty photos of our head nurse? Sure. Come on, Miss Siegeween. Over this way. Let's find a brighter spot.
Oh, she's super cute, though. Also, I have questions. I have questions about her lineage.
Huh? Sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been at the fortress?
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Look at them back there. She's just like posing.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
Oh, really? You think it got a lot of attention, do you? The huge, massive ark that showed up out of nowhere to save people during a biblical flood. Did that get a bit of attention?
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurier? Miss Lorvine?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that, which is a pity.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two.
After you walk with Risley for a while and share news about the government.
I see. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
Who? Oh, those guys. I forgot about them.
You sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Oof.
Oh, actually, what about you? Are things gonna change for you too?
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties. As to what Miss Furina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey everyone, the photo shoot's done.
Hey. Journalist successfully
In that case,
distracted.
Let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then.
Oh boy.
All right. Last stop, the docks.
Planting her flag.
Oh, you know, I'd love to see you in one of Charlotte's photo shoots one day.
Uh-oh. Did I interrupt something here?
Is that really necessary? Our line of work doesn't really require much photographing.
It's precisely because we don't need the picture that they'll have value as keepsakes. You don't really look all that opposed to the idea, you know.
Maybe I'm just happy that I managed to once again avoid the spotlight. I think this interview went well either way.
Yes, you successfully kept prying eyes away by using Mr. Jurier and Miss Lorvine as shields. Very good.
You should be happy for them. They have a bright future ahead of them.
All right. Everybody's doing A-okay. All right, where are we going now? The docks? What's at the dock? Oh my god, we're all the way out here towards the very beginning. I haven't been over here since the first time I showed up in Fontaine. Wait. Oh, do we gotta... Oh, it better not take like 50 years. Nope, it's taking too long. Oh, there isn't any good places to start climbing. Ugh. All right, fine. Come on. Wait, hold on. Oh, I have to go down. All right, never mind. I thought we were going up. Oh, there's the big, massive waterfalls. That's still pretty cool. Woo-wee. Oh, I saw a blue-haired person down there. I was immediately like, Eula? But nah, not even. All right. Oh, it's Lynette. Hell yeah. Oh, everyone's here. I only saw Lynette.
Sam, they really are here. How did you know?
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Wait, what? They were passing those things out because of the prophecy. The prophecy's over. What are they doing? Nice to see Catgirl waifu again. Yeah.
Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket?
What sort of gadget is it?
It's a wondrous bag that can
Wait,
be used to
what was
carry
that?
many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you.
I clicked away too quickly, but I saw right when Charlotte was like, "What kind of gadget is that?" It looked like Paimon started to go like, "Whoop whoop." I need to check back. I need to check back the VOD to see like what that was that she was about to do.
Trick a friend? I wonder which of my friends would fall for that.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Well, so she went like this, and then she went, but then she did this, like touchdown. Why is everyone giving her
Just
attitude
made a
today?
friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Hey, yo, what? What's that supposed to mean?
Is this what you meant by I'll help you make some more friends?
Oh, she trying to hook him up. Dude, go for it.
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Yo, he got them digits. My boy, you're in. You got this, man. You got this.
Sure. Please, write down my address.
Oh, and she's got his coordinates. Oh shit, they are moving fast. Okay. All right, go for it, man. Go for it. You got this.
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Aw, good boy. Sounds like that would suit him.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later
Who?
Fremine himself. In the future,
Literally who?
I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our show eventually.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Got it.
Hey, yo.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you. So, how have things been, traveler?
I still hate you. That's how things have been. This is your shot, Lumine. When I get back from the bathroom, this is gonna be your shot to finally make things right. You better take it. Otherwise, this is never gonna end. I will be right back. Alright, I have returned. Thank y'all so much for waiting patiently. Alright, let's go. Let's go. I'm doing alright.
Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
I'm very grateful for her face.
That's alright. We were more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
Oh, I guess you haven't heard. Well, after Lady Furina left, Father and Monsieur Neurodevelopment opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
Hey, yo! What? Excuse me? Wait. The Fatui... He just gave the Fatui the gnosis. Oh dear. Okay.
A diplomatic gift? A gnosis?
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it.
Oh, that's exactly what Fatui scum would say.
It could have been done as
Thinking
an apology for the
Lumine.
incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down. Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
But does that mean that she deserves to possess the power of the nation's god?
That's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Nervillet has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only Nervillet knows about?
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself.
Is it?
Yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling around the entrance to the Fortress of Merit.
Oh, wait.
Back.
Does the Gnosis, it wouldn't possess the Hydra Archon's power anymore, right? Because Focalor gave the power back to, well, she gave the power back to Neuvillette. So, yeah, the Gnosis is just like it's just like a thing. It's just a thing now. It doesn't actually have any power. Ah, I see what he's doing here. That sneaky lizard.
Isn't he real busy and stuff? Paimon didn't think he'd have the time for that. But back to the topic. The Gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
Skirk just like threw him all the way to Snezhnaya. Well, I guess I can now call him one of my war buddies. Yes, again, we're super good friends and buddies with Child, but Linny, evil piece of shit.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Is that Daddy? Yep, there she is.
Father!
Well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
Girl, your banner better not be directly after Bird Mommy's, okay? Because if it is, I swear to God. Because I have the guarantee for Shan Yun, or Shan Yu. So I'm gonna get her. And if I swear to God, if they put Daddy's banner up right after hers, I'm gonna be super pissed.
Are you going to take the Gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
That is our duty as harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks. Switching my masks is something I've always done.
Uh-huh. Will you keep to your position?
Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners.
I'd really like it if they... What the hell? Actually, I just remembered something. Please help us deliver this. Oh, that's Child's vision. Right. I'd actually really like it if it turns out that in order to take down the Fatui, Arlecchino actually goes rogue and decides to help us and engages in some subterfuge to take down the entire organization. That would be based, dope, and even dank.
A vision? All right. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
She's like so like, her outfit and her design are so white out in the sun. When she's in the shade, she looks so gray. But now she's so white out in the light. It's kind of odd.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You're...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Man, Daddy's thigh gap is very accommodating to all passing traffic.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I will.
Oh, Charlotte. She's so put back on her heels.
The sea breeze is quite pleasant. I shall continue my walk while the weather remains so agreeable. Farewell.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, Dad left again.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This'll be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
To move things about?
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met too. And what do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now. So many things have happened, but the pockets are still the pockets.
And you're still Fatui, and we apparently still hate you.
Life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see what Nicolette's doing? As long as he's not so busy that he doesn't have time to
What? I can't hear you over the mountains of waterfalls. All right. Well, all right. Lumine did not apologize, so I'm just gonna keep on giving her shit. All right.
Yep.
Oh yeah, aren't you able to deliver shit into the fountain here? Those those blue coins or whatever? Yes. Offer. There we go. Hey, level 2. Man, good stuff. I got two standard poles. Isn't that nice? Man, almost a full yearly reward right there. Sheesh. Okay, how much longer do I have to go before I hit soft pity on this one? Oh, I got a ways to go. I'm only in the 40s here. All right, whatever. Good stuff. Also, nice. Okay, let us be off then. Let's get up in there. Hello, rats. We are the rats. Celebrate yet another birthday bash. How's it going? My name is Relikai. I'm a random guy playing video games on the internet. Feel free to stick around, chat, or lurk if whatever floats your boat. And for the time you decide to hang out, I hope that you enjoy yourself. We're just playing a little Genshin here, finishing out the main storyline quests, and then whoopsie.
Ooh, he really is there.
And then we're also gonna be hanging out with our girl Furina here soon. All right, swiggity swooty, I'm coming for that lizard booty. All right, I love this music. It's very Dragon Questy.
You are here, Neuvillette. Paimon didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all. Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
Maybe let's sigh softly before telling the truth concerning what he saw that day. Fossilor deceived the heavenly principles, used Furina's endless performance to save Fontaine.
Oh, so that's what happened?
I only saw Furina's part myself.
Fossilor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign. But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontainians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontainians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet.
Oh, okay, so that's what he did. Yeah, the whole time I was wondering, like, what did he actually do? Like, I know he said that the people of Fontaine's sins were forgiven, but I didn't know what that actually really entailed and why, you know, the primordial seawater wouldn't dissolve them.
In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontainians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
Hey.
Fossilor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone.
You could say that it was at that moment that the Fontainians were finally truly born.
Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Fossilor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into real people too.
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Here's what we always expect. We always gotta get the full rundown, like wrap-up questions. All right. About the initial verdict that was passed on Child, about Fontaine's future, about Fontaine's gnosis, about the next stop on my journey. Alrighty.
I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability. As for the judgment passed by the oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to that liability by association or Fossilor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Guess Fossilor had Fontainians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans. Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question. Back when Fontainians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontainians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual. Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, seems like this ritual won't be of any further use, but it'll probably live on as a local custom.
Hold on. Is he saying that the way Fontainians reproduced was by going to by going to the fountain and praying for children. So, do Fontanians not know the traditional way that you make children? Looks like somebody's gotta give an entire nation the talk. That's gonna be awkward.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
About Fontaine's, future.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Furina has already left. What's that all about?
Ah, Lady Furina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted.
I mean, yeah, what could she feel after all that?
She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House, not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to stay, right?
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel.
Could you also do that for me too, man? I would appreciate that so much, Water Daddy.
In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal.
Yeah.
But now that she no longer has to play the role of Focalor the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
What about you then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Oh boy. The training wheels are off, the guardrails are down, and all bets are also off.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person.
Who's your favorite character in Genshin? Mine is Bennett. Bennett, huh? Very, very, unique. I mean, I guess I have to say Eula. Yeah,
Additionally, the
it's
Hydro
Eula.
Archon's departure has brought about another problem.
I mean,
which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
I mean, there are other characters that I think are, you know, more interesting in terms of their storylines and their characterizations, and who, you know, get me in the feels, you know, like Furina. But I don't know. Eula's just got that it factor, you know.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
I'm interested then. What is the it factor for Bennett that's that draws you to our boy?
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Wow. This ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
So he's the power plant for the entire nation? God damn, man.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Alright, about Fontaine's Gnosis.
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something!
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine.
Yes.
If the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
What complicated considerations? Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
About the next stop on my journey.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume.
Oh, Natlan.
I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land. As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
Ah.
A nation of dragons? You mean like you?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity.
Uh-oh, are we gonna come across Dragonborn in Natlan?
Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an undying flame.
Uh-oh. This is the Pyro Nation, right? I'm assuming, well... Yeah. Yeah, because I'm assuming Snezhnaya is the Cryo Nation, and that's where all the shit's gonna start hitting the fan, so yeah. His birthday is 29th of February, and is always unlucky. It's kind of funny. Is that... That's... Those are the two, huh? Those are the two things that pull you to Benny Boy? His birthday is on the leap year, and he's an unlucky little guy. Okay, very interesting. Are you able to, do you operate on a similar wavelength as him? Is he just like you for real? Rats. Is that why your name is Rats? You like whenever something unfortunate happens to you, you're like Rats.
There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the
Very
Navy
interesting,
that I
though.
believe may be useful to you.
Hmm?
The Harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
Le Capitaine.
Captain. Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan. In the meantime, Fontaine's doors will always be open to you. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Alright, that's about it. No further questions.
Hang on a sec. Paimon still got a question about Gnosis.
What?
When we spoke to Lenny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
What is it?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Yes, show us more Skirk. Come on, where's she at? Show me them galactic thighs.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, all right, Nervalet?
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of.
Is she sniffing him?
It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
Oh my goodness. She definitely also has the it factor. But she doesn't have a vision. Man.
I do not know what you speak of.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course. How could I forget?
But then again, I mean, I don't know. Furina didn't have a vision, so maybe there's hope. Did Signora have a vision? I can't remember.
You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young. and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense, which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing, but once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
What do you mean by that?
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts, and my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
Oh, she's a neat.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know.
I see. She's homeschooled. Oof. Oh boy. Well, at least she cute.
If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
Rats are my favorite animal. What about you? I don't know if I have a favorite animal. I like all animals, you know? I like some more than others, but for the most part, I like pretty much all of them.
I do. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
I do have particular fondness of, like, specifically humpback whales, orcas, tigers, and fuck is that? Hold on a second. There's a thing on my wall. It's probably some manner of bug, but I honestly can't tell what it is. Anywho. Yeah, those are the ones that kind of pop out at me like immediately. Humpback whales, tigers, and orcas. I like them.
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
Uh-huh.
The remains of the third descender?
The third descender. Would that be like... Would that be either one of the 7 or someone from Celestia? I don't know.
That's what the Gnosis actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
Oh, are they Horcruxes? Oh, geez.
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui.
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it here.
But she's also associated with the Fatui. Although granted, only by the fact that she's Child's master. I think she's Child's master. A descender. She mentioned one of them. Oh! Yeah, that's what I was about to say that. Like, oh wait, hold on. So yeah, it could have been like, the Heavenly Principles. I am the 4th descender. For me, this information means 2 things. Yeah, so there's Ether, there's Lumine. So then who are the other 2? Is it like Dainsleif or something like that? I don't know. I am the 4th descender. 1, that the Gnosis are related to descenders, and 2, that the one who came before me has already died.
I guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender.
Were there other protagonists before me?
I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
Oh, this is the beginning of a doujin right here.
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision. That does sort of count as special compatibility, right? No, let's not think about this stuff right now. It just feels creepy. Comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all.
Don't worry, I won't die so easily.
That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
Yeah, let's do that. I'd rather see her again than Child.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
All right. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
Nah.
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will.
Can you understand the will of the gods?
I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops. Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all. And what, ultimately, is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
That sometimes they're dragon tears and sometimes they're not. Masquerade of the guilty. Hey. There we go. We did the things. I'm gonna go to the bathroom again. I will be right back. Everybody, stay put. Alright, I'm back again. Thank y'all for waiting patiently. Bombs. Use for uranium! Bombs! And is for no survivors when you... Alright.
Boring.
Okay, let's see here.
It seems from your expressions that you still have... Ask away.
Oh.
I will tell you
Nope,
the truth
I got,
as I know it.
I got
suggest
nothing.
that you fully prepare...
Alright, good stuff. Alright, well, that was that, I guess. So is that it? The illusion's finishings. To express gratitude, Mamir hopes to present a painting as a gift. Go to Maria. Okay, this is not part of the main storyline. That's fine. All right, hold on. Let me grab one of the. Okay. Well, hold on. Let's unlock this. There we go. The little oceanid. Aw. And then 2. Rosa multiflora. Okay, and then claim. All right. We're doing Furina's thing. We're doing it. All right. One day, you and Paimon arrive at the Adventurers Guild to check out the commissions there. Let's do it. God, this old mouse, man. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, there we go. Good stuff. All right, we got another one. Sarah? Okay, sure, why not? Let's see here. Sarah. Oh yeah, we can give another constellation Illumine. It's just 3. All right, and then Sarah. Ooh, I got her C6. Okay. The electro damage of characters who have their attack increased by Tengu Jirai has its crit damage increased by 60%. That sounds about right. All right, there we go. Okay, so how many 4 stars do I have at C6 now? Let's see. Noelle, Kuki, Sarah, Fischl, not Chevy, Yanfei, Benny, not Shangling, Rosaria, Diona, Beto, Cole, not Amber, Sucrose, Singsho, not Xinyan, not Ningguang, not Farazan, Razor, not Lisa, not Yunjin, nope, Kirara, Barbara, Toma, not Goro, not Heizo, not Chongyun. I thought I did. Okay, well, very cool. The little oceanid under the sea. Under the sea. Did you know bombs go boom?
Got any new commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps?
I think I have heard rumors that they do that sometimes. You didn't have to be so direct. The more lucrative, the better. You know what? Yeah, we don't gotta hide it. What do we need to hide it for? Like, this is our job.
You know we're worth it. For quality work and speedy results, choose Paimon and the Traveler.
It's always a pleasure to see our 2 most avid adventurers again. Looking for the next challenge, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open. Having read the details, however, I don't believe you'd consider it to be lucrative.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry about that. We were just kidding. So what's the situation?
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical. The original cast member ran into some issues and is currently unable to perform the role. But the troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties.
The lights are on.
So unfortunately, they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress.
That does sound like a tricky situation. So basically they're looking for a volunteer?
That's right. Our adventurers reached out to many actresses, but none of them were willing to take the job.
Man, when I hear this music, all I can think about is Focalor and Furina dancing. Oh.
There are only a few days left until the performance. If they can't find someone in time, they'll probably have to postpone the show. And delays tend to create all sorts of new problems.
Got it. Oh, this one's a doozy. What do you think, Traveler? Any ideas?
What the hell is that sound? What is that sound? Okay, I have no idea what it is.
Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience starring in musicals.
Very true.
If you're interested in helping, why not start by having a chat with the requester? He's right over there.
Oh, just pretending like he can't hear that we're talking right about him. Sound? Yeah, there was some kind of like creaking sound.
Maybe you can't fill the role yourselves, but you might be able to help him figure out another solution. Maybe there's something he hasn't thought of.
Oh, it's that guy, huh?
Look at this fucking guy back here.
Looks like he just ate a sour lemon.
Look at this man back here who's like literally just standing around waiting for someone to cast him in the Three Musketeers. Oh dear. We'll go talk to him.
Paimon approves. Let's go. Hello there. Are you the guy looking for a new actress?
Wait, I know you two. Are you really willing to act in my musical?
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already. But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in musicals. But we heard that you're in a bit of a bind, so we figured we could at least try to help you think of a solution.
Ah, I see. It's okay. I knew that asking for a volunteer was a long shot. If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. It would be such a shame.
Can't you cover the budget for a new actress with ticket fees?
That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe, just a group of amateur enthusiasts.
Ah.
All our sets and
the
props
passion.
are very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience, never mind ticket fees. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently. But now, it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
Oh no. We gotta keep the band together, man.
And you're splitting up the troupe?
She's so invested already.
Oh, I guess the lady at the Adventurers Guild didn't tell you? Yeah, this is supposed to be our final show together as a troupe.
Oh.
One last show. And after that, we go our separate ways. So we were really hoping to end on a high note.
Wait. Oh. Oh, it's the sexy robot. Why is she making those noises? I mean, okay. All right then. Pop off, Queen, I suppose.
Nobody wants things to just fizzle out. Not after all the time and effort we've invested into it.
Catherine mentioned that one of your actresses can't make it.
Yeah, the leading lady, in fact. She's been dealing with a chronic illness ever since childhood, and unfortunately, it flared up again recently. It really drains all her energy, so she's in no state
Robotic
to perform.
simping noises.
The show just won't be the same without her. But for everyone else's sake, I still hope we can find a way to hold the performance on schedule.
Got it. We have a clearer picture now. Let's see if we can come up with any ideas. What if we sponsored the show? Traveler, how much more are you carrying?
Oh, you know, just a little over like 20 million or something.
Please, there's no need to go that far. I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor. And I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
Mora isn't the biggest problem. How do we find someone who's a good fit for the role?
Good point. If the actress just goes through the motions for the Mora, that's not exactly rescuing the show. We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible. Oh, wait! What about... you know who?
Great minds think alike. I was just thinking of that.
That's how you know we're the best of partners. Anyway, she should have all the free time in the world right now. She's really good at performing, and she was once super popular with the crowd. Performing in a musical should be a piece of cake for her.
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous.
Furina.
Her? You're... That was a joke, right?
Nope. Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage before, but Paimon's pretty confident that she'd be really good at it.
You're not wrong there. She has actually performed in a number of big-name shows before.
Oh, really?
They were one of the reasons she was so popular. But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, it's not like she's suddenly a commoner.
I mean,
she's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think Lady Furina might feel a bit out of place in an amateur troupe like ours.
You want the show to go on or not, man? Make up your mind.
Well, yes, but... Fair enough. I mean, if she was actually willing to, then of course I'd be honored to have Lady Furina star in our show. I'm sure the rest of the troupe would be delighted too. I'm sure everyone in our troupe has probably dreamt of performing on stage with her one day.
Oh, the thespian wet dreams involving Furina flood the streets of Fontaine.
Of course, it all depends on whether she's interested. She might consider this opportunity beneath her.
No point in stressing about that. We'll only know if we ask her. And besides, things are different now. There's no reason for her to be all high and mighty anymore.
Let's go. It'll be good to check in on her anyway.
Thank you for your help. I guess I'll just stay here and wait for the good news. Good luck.
Wait, where does Furina actually live nowadays? She used to live in luxury at the Palais Mermonia, but she's, moved out, right?
Is this really, like, the next instance of seeing her in the storyline? I feel like, I don't know, we should have gotten more closure with her in the main story quest. I don't know. Me AFK because my mom wants me to clean the kitchen. Okay. Go clean the kitchen, baby boo. All right. Well, I don't know. We'll probably be getting off in a little while, so, you know, may not be here by the time you get back. So if not, you know, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it, and hopefully we'll see you around again at some point soon.
As it happens, I have her current address here. I can provide it to you.
You could just hand people's address out like that?
When did you get here?
She's literally just over there, man.
I came over when things were starting to sound more promising. I thought I should be at the ready in case my assistance is needed. It is my duty to support commissioners in any way I can.
By giving out regular people's private information?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Well, now that we've got the address, we'll go find Furina. Back in a jiffy.
Alright, well, I guess, let's go find her. Let's go find the little Oceanid. This feels weird. It feels weird to see Catherine not behind a counter.
I can't believe they're seriously asking Lady Furina. Seems a little over the top.
Try not to worry. May I pour you a glass of water?
Okay. Alright, let's go see baby girl. Whatcha? Le Côte de Fontaine. Oh, the light is on. The hell was that?
Did Catherine really give us the right address? She lives here? Not that there's anything wrong with this place. It's just, a bit of a step down from the Palais Mermonia.
You know, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't in earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
Oh, look at look at the man back there. He's like, huh.
Ah! Okay, when did popping out of thin air become all the rage? First Catherine and now you?
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags.
She keeps talking about macaroni every time I see her. Is that... Girl, are you subsiding off of just mac and cheese? You need more than that, okay?
I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple, traditional home cooking can be quite delicious too.
You need more than mac and cheese. Eat some veggies. Don't you get sick of macaroni every day?
Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week, macaroni and bolognese the next.
I mean, okay, that is true. I do eat me a fair share of pasta, so, you know, I can't exactly, you know, I don't have a whole lot of ground to stand on here to criticize her, but I mean, still, like, just just the pasta and some sauce? Oh, she's that, she's one of those people who just has butter and butter noodles. I see, okay. Cup ramen noodles are to believe people would, live just on macaroni. I mean, at least with ramen, like, there's usually some other stuff in it besides just the noodles and broth. But I mean, yeah, there are people who just have, like, butter noodles.
Oh, sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
Is it because you have to do all your own cooking now?
How rude. Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity.
Cute.
It's not like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave the house. So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now too.
Does she just sit in her house all day just eating macaroni? Oh, poor baby girl.
Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre focilor or blubber profiteroles in no time, if I felt so inclined.
But...
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, what are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at my fall from grace.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're not really friends with her yet. We haven't done like we haven't gone on our friendship quest just yet. So this is the friendship quest.
Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way. Shoo!
Sorry! We're sorry! Please don't be mad!
Paimon was just showing concern for your well-being. I thought this was her line for a second, and I was like, wait, why isn't she saying it?
Yeah, exactly! What the Traveler said! Paimon wasn't trying to make fun of you. Hang on a sec, you weren't exactly holding back either.
That's not important. We actually came here to ask you for your help.
My help? Well, maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer the mighty Hydro Archon. I don't even have a vision, you know.
Don't worry, it's nothing that serious. It's just very specific, and you're the one with the power to help.
If not you, then no one. You're the only person for the job.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then fine. I'll spare you the lecture about your attitude just now. So tell me, what specifically makes this matter so specific?
Tell Furina about the Truth's plans for his final performance.
Ah, I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense.
I mean, you seemed like that was the train of thought you were trucking with.
After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well versed in all the various performing arts. A mere musical is well within my capabilities. But given the present circumstances, I'm afraid I must regretfully decline your casting request.
Oh, no, you're not.
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
True, but I have made a decision to retire from the stage.
I mean, that is understandable.
Although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent inhabiting that character has left an indelible mark on me. Centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. I'm not the same person I once was.
Who even are you, actually? Because, yeah, she spent the entire 500 years playing a different part. So does she even know who, like, Furina actually is?
Of course. That can't be undone now. It's too late. And I have no intention of reinventing myself all over again.
Oh, okay. I guess that is just Furina. The boastful, just little bratty brat. That's Furina, I guess. She's just kind of down in the dumps right now.
But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new roles.
So that's how you really feel.
Paimon can understand, but this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick. Surely that's okay.
I mean, guys, come on. Like, you guys know the full context now. You maybe shouldn't be pushing this hard. I mean, this is like asking a war veteran who's suffering from PTSD to go and like train gun safety at a firing range and be like, come on, man, I know that your brain is completely riddled with trauma and like the sound of gunfire immediately sends you into a spiraling, never-ending cycle of panic and anxiety, but I mean, just come on. Just get over it and come on.
Whether it's a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross. If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself, which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first place.
And you know what? I respect that. I respect that. It's good to have healthy boundaries. Well, I guess we're just done. There's no hangout quest, so we're just, that's it.
So I'm not going to perform, and that is that.
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well, is there anything else we can do to help out the troupe? Otherwise, they'll just have to disband without any fanfare. Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the role?
Nope.
Short and to the point, okay.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships. Besides, anyone I've ever worked with probably couldn't wait to get rid of me. Since I'm just an ordinary person now, they'll probably just laugh in my face if I go asking them for help.
You shouldn't assume the worst of people. I mean, that would be incredibly hypocritical of me to say. What's wrong with making one exception? But I mean, alright.
True, but I mean, could you even blame them? I show up out of the blue, begging and groveling for their help with a show they won't even get paid for? Ooh, no way. I'm dying from embarrassment just thinking about it. Nope, not happening.
Oh, she's so cute. I made myself an egg. Congratulations. Fantastic. Good stuff. I hope it's full of flavor and it is nourishing you.
Well, is there anything else we can do? This performance really means a lot to the guy we're working for.
Have I not made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would. Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh. I wish I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
It's all right, Furina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Oh, everyone in the troupe will be so disappointed.
Let's try to come up with a plan B.
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do now. All right, then. We'll see you around, Furina.
Toodaloo to you, too. I'm going home to take a rest now.
Well, alrighty then. That was the most unenthusiastic toodaloo I've ever heard. Toodaloo to you too. Alright, pass on the word. Let's do it. Walking's for chumps.
But we have to respect Furina's decision. Maybe the thought of performing brings up too many painful memories now.
You think? Where is Furina's vision, by the way? Oh, it's on her bow. Ayo?
Huh? What's going on? Are they arguing?
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent? When did I tell you I'm going to take a step back?
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now? We know the signs. But you never tell us about your illness, even when it's clearly flaring up.
Huh.
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Shortly after you left, the troupe's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. She believes that she's healthy enough to perform. Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurer assigned to your commission has returned.
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding. So, how did your conversation with Furina go?
So, Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for personal reasons.
I see. Well, circumstances have changed a little, so maybe that's not such bad news after all.
Okay, I see where we're going now. The lead actress is back in, and that's when Furina comes in to direct the show rather than perform in it. I see how this all ends up happening.
You see, our leading lady has just informed me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all. Staging the musical with the full original cast was always the dream, of course.
Oh, right! Sounds like everything worked itself out then.
Imagine if we had managed to convince Furina to join, only for her to find out she's no longer needed. Oof.
Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Jeez, is Lady Furina really so harsh with people?
Only joking, calm down. So, guess we can consider this case closed now, huh? Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still racking our brains for ideas on the way back here.
Ellipses.
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore. You've made yourself very clear, so I'll stop looking for a replacement.
Good.
This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time to find anyone to replace you. So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it? The whole team is putting everything they have into this final performance. We have to make sure it goes ahead.
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly. I'll definitely be able to tough it out until the performance day. I share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a proper farewell show. So the last thing I want is to be left out.
I feel like that might be either Dea or Candace's voice actress. I'm not entirely sure. I feel like it might be Dea.
Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home, myself included.
You're right.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I let myself get too worried about the show. I should have asked for your permission first.
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on.
The show will go on! Wait a second.
Sure.
Oh. Who's that?
Hey,
What?
How did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping list.
All right, get out here, Hinata.
All right, I'm coming. No need to drag me. Hello, one and all. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation just now.
Uh-huh. What's up? What's happening, Juice? Thanks for stopping in. Hope your day's treating you well. How's it going?
Furina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What are you doing here?
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit concerned. That's all. When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly worded things.
I mean, it's understandable.
And all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. Anyway, I just feel a bit bad about how it went down. I'm sorry, Paimon.
Oh, okay. About to play a bit of CS CS:GO. How's your day been? Doing all right. Doing just fine. It was Sundays. I usually just try to take things easy. Gotta prepare for the next week. So it be what it be.
Oh, it's totally
Just
fine.
winding down with some Genshin. Then why didn't you just show yourself?
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you?
You know what? Go ahead and just point it right at her, Furina. Just lay out all of Lumine's cards on the table for her to see and be like, this, what you've got going on right here, it's bullshit.
I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. And then, to make matters worse, you caught me.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell that Lumine's that bitch in charge in bed who's gonna like make you like say all the shit out loud.
But in any case, it sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a heart attack. I mean, how could we be worthy of having Lady Furina star in our show?
There's no need to think like that, and no need to keep addressing me as lady. Just Furina is fine. I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband? If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance. Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
We all want to believe that, but some things are just beyond our control.
Actually, that might be Candace. I think.
Everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director. She was the heart and soul of our troupe. She kept us going.
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artistic director of our troupe. And tragically, she was a victim in this serial disappearances case.
Oof!
What?
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice. But still, no sentence can bring our director back to us.
Yep, that is true. That's why capital punishment is bullshit. Literally nothing good comes of it.
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss Furina. They were what first inspired her to get into musical theater. She rallied many people around her who were destitute or
these flowers look like eggs.
In life, and convinced them to join her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on stage, and mentored each and every one of us. People loved our performances back then. We seemed to be going from strength to strength. Things were really looking up for us.
Dang.
And then disaster struck.
Yeah. After that, the entire troupe fell into disarray. None of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best we can, but despite our efforts, things are slowly but surely falling apart. It's agonizing, but ultimately, we'd rather end things now on our own terms than stick it out to the bitter end and watch all our dreams turn to dust.
Dang. That's rough, buddy.
Oh.
Oh! That's so sad!
What a terrible waste. A gifted artist from humble beginnings who achieved so much and no doubt had much more to give. And then her life was so cruelly taken. I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show, besides being your farewell to the stage, is also your final gift for her?
Yes, exactly. We all miss her terribly.
Oh, the egg flowers again. Like, seriously, the hearts of them just look like egg yolks.
Well, good thing I followed the traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Furina.
I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway.
Yum.
I can, however,
Red
provide some
Robin.
artistic guidance from the vantage point of a highly experienced audience member.
Oh no. the critic turned artist. That never goes well.
But only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
Please help us, we're a mess.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though. Will that be a problem?
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director. Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epiclese is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe everything from on high.
Oh, is that
The
so?
law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion. The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them?
A verdict can bring emotional catharsis. Yeah, but then what happens when that catharsis wears off? Again, it's why capital punishment is bullshit. They come pouring out and flow away into infinity.
An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall ultimately return home to the heart and slowly settle with the passage of time. Take, par exemple, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before, and so I should like to observe, perchance to understand.
Ah, still a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh? You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
The name's not Swine, it's Paimon!
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring to listen to a story.
Since it's you, I'll do it, boo-boo. Especially since it's related to the serial disappearances case.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss Furina's performances, as of course we all are. All right, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space. Please excuse the size. It's a little on the smaller side.
Common male concern. Go to the rehearsal location. Huh, it's just down here. Up, too far. We're good. We're teleporting. Once again, walking is for chumps. That's not true. It's good exercise. That note sounded Star Warsy. Washa. Oh, we're going inside. All right, let's do it. Wow, building interior.
Huh? Lady Furina?
What's Lady Furina doing here?
Was that man's name Brad?
Hello all. Allow me to explain. As of today, Miss Furina will be supporting our production of The Little Oceanid in the role of artistic consultant.
Genshin players, including myself, when there are no available teleporters near the objective. Just like,
These two over here are the ones that made it possible. They kindly reached out to Miss Furina on our behalf. I'm sure they need no introduction.
You bet! That was the trial of the century!
So Furina needs more introduction than us? Okay.
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice. We can't thank you enough.
Elaine. Oh, man.
Oh, please don't mention it. We're just here to join in on the fun.
So, you were saying The Little Oceanid?
Yeah, that's the name of our final show.
Dolphy.
It's an unfinished script left behind by our director. One of our greatest regrets is that she never got to complete it. So, if we can bring it to the stage and make it a successful show, we can all take some solace in that.
This NPC is very pretty, and I think it's literally just she has lipstick on. Like she looks like literally like hundreds of other NPCs that we've already seen. Like literally, we've literally seen this NPC before. This one just has lipstick on. That's literally all you got to do, apparently.
Wait, but if it's not finished, then...
Finding an actress was the least of your problems, yo. Unless y'all are masterful improvisers.
Yeah, we've been battling issues on every front, trying to realize this dream. Anyway, let me give you a quick summary of what the story's all about.
Okay.
The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form, despite the protests of her family.
This story sounds a little familiar, but for the life of me, I can't figure out why.
She longed to live just like any other human. And sure enough, she found friendship and even love. Everything seemed perfect.
Oh, you know, I feel like, and I don't know why again, but I feel like this would be a choice opportunity for, like, I don't know, some kind of witch or something to show up and throw a wrench into the whole situation. But that's just me. Why would the story go like that?
But one day, her true identity was exposed, and her world came crashing down around her.
Oh, okay. All right. They're just doing Furina's story. Okay, never mind. Obviously, I thought they were doing like a Little Mermaid kind of thing, but they were not. They decided to keep things within the meta. All right then. All right, respect then.
So far, so good. A classic tale. What happened after
Yeah,
that?
Furina's like, huma, yes, indeed. This is a story for the ages. 5 ages, one might even say.
And that's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this was as far as the director got with her script. We need a proper ending so we can bring this musical to the stage. But people have different opinions on which direction to take it in.
Maybe what should happen is that the ocean itself comes out and tempts a dragon into taking her power and then allowing her human self to be able to live amongst the humans happily ever after or some shit like that.
We still haven't decided between a happy ending or a true-to-life tragedy.
We're getting a happy ending. Happy ending, that is the end of the discussion.
By true to life, you mean the director's sudden disappearance?
Yeah. Like they say, truth is stranger than fiction.
Wait, you guys were considering turning your director and friend's real-life death into the ending of the show? That's kind of fucked. That's... What the fuck? That's really fucked. What the hell? I thought you guys said you cared about her. Holy shit. Why would you do that? God, that's like on like near levels of putting Bruce Lee's actual footage of his actual funeral into Death Game. That's I don't like that. No, don't do that.
But then there's the question of whether we really want to use the stage to pass our raw pain onto the audience.
That's like the least of it. Again, you're using her real life death as the basis for how to end the story that lots of people are gonna see. That's fucked.
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light entertainment. We have to consider their emotional stake in this, not just our own.
Like, I mean, obviously, real life events get dramatized into, movies or books, shows, whatever the fuck. But usually the people directly involved with them aren't the ones making it, unless it's like a documentary or a biography, some way to just like inform the public about this wild story, not to dramatize it.
And one last thing. We're still waiting on confirmation from 2 of our main actors.
What? I thought we only had one actor, fiasco to deal with.
The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover. He's locked himself away to focus on writing an ending for the script. But the deadline's passed, and we still haven't heard from him.
Well, he's dead.
The other is Villemont, who plays the main antagonist. He took the director's death pretty hard. Hasn't set foot in the city since.
Well, he's also dead.
He did write to us, promising that he'll be there for the final performance, but we haven't seen or heard from him since. So we're not really sure what to make of that.
He's dead.
Huh. Although, now that we have Miss Furina helping us, maybe we should take the opportunity to get everyone back together.
What opportunity? What do you mean?
Maybe you're unaware, but your name has always been like a rallying cry for us.
You're like our little mascot.
Our director was constantly singing your praises. All of us look up to you as a role model.
Oh,
all flustered. Although, not in a bad way.
Hey.
I suspect the reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about whether the show will really go ahead, considering all the issues you've been facing.
You know what? Now when Furina is acting bratty, it feels right, and it feels like it's an indication that she's feeling good. So therefore, maintain the brattiness. All right, protect Furina's brattiness. It needs to be protected.
But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed. Now is the time to rally the troops.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1, let's check in with Paulo and see where he's at with the ending. He went back to Poisson a few days ago, said that staying in a friend's home might help him to relax and escape the feeling of isolation.
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that Poisson was flooded not too long ago. But I guess it's the opposite. A friend in need and all that.
Yeah, maybe he could use some company.
She doesn't look like she's particularly excited to go back to Poisson.
Poisson?
Is something wrong? What do you mean is something wrong? God, you two are so dense.
Nothing. I suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith in the show.
Oh boy.
So allons-y. To Poisson!
Allons-y. Alright. Well, going to Poisson, I guess. La Poisson, la Poisson. La Poisson, la Poisson. Soran, Soran. Alright, get yourself in there, I guess. No matter what your emotions tell you. God, it still sounds depressing around here. Oh, there's just a lone pupper. Puppy. Oh, man. Are you still waiting for your owner to come back? Oh, man. They're all waiting.
If I remember correctly, this is where he's staying.
Who is it?
It's me. Is the script ready?
You came all the way here for that?
All right. Forget that for now. Just come on out. We've got some great news.
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part of the script. I'll be out once I'm done.
Okay then. Looking forward to your masterpiece.
Uh-huh.
So, as expected, he's missed the deadline.
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show. Even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through and make sure we agree on it.
Oh, so we've got a communal kind of writing system going on here. Interesting. One might call that usually too many cooks in the kitchen. And that's how you get those Wikipedia credit sections that have like seven names listed under the story by credit.
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson. I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but sure enough, here you are. And Furina, too.
I thought she was talking about Furina for real, but then she was literally like, "Oh man, that sure was great. I loved seeing my idol out there doing her best." Oh yeah, and you too, Furina.
I was wondering if we might run into her.
So you're here for Paolo? Looks like he could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
What do you mean you made the arrangements? For what?
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait here.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia.
Oh.
That sounds wonderful. We'll take that stroll. Get over here, you! How oblivious are you?
How are things in Poisson now? Any better?
Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experienced.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Tell her more, Navia.
I wish there was something I could do.
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet? We all have painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do. And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
Thank you for your words of comfort. You make a very good point.
Yeah.
But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
That's fine. Let her grieve. Let her process.
It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from a painful experience is easier said than done. Which brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe.
Well, oh. Well, but no, everyone knows now that she wasn't the Hydro Archon. So, like, what do they expect her to do? She literally couldn't do shit. Like, that was a whole big part of the trial, is that she couldn't literally do anything.
To avoid upsetting the peace, I told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe, and that you are just an actress playing the role of Furina.
I mean...
It's not a perfect solution, but hopefully it means you won't have to lie low while you're here.
That's so thoughtful of you, Navia.
Well, what do you expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all, like my father before me.
And she doesn't want for confidence.
Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
Got it, Navia. Thank you, baby girl.
Off we go then. Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with, so maybe she's right. You're the closest thing to friends that I have.
Oh, yeah. We are friends. Accompany Furina as she unwinds. Let's do it. Yeah? What do you want?
I'm so grateful that Miss Navia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know if I was ready to meet her. It's always easiest to just run away from your problems. But that never fixes anything. You can't get around the obstacles without facing them.
Also, I just learned the other day that Furina's voice actress was in Honey Pop. So... yeah.
So that's why you were nervous when they brought up Poisson.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of coming back here. Still, I felt it was something I had to do. As I was saying before, I want to see for myself the things that I never could in the past.
Oh, interesting. Yes, it was very interesting.
I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive me. But they're more likely to unleash a tirade of vitriol against me. Which, of course, I completely understand and accept.
I'm sure some people didn't buy Navia's lie.
Yeah, I can tell people are watching me. I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful.
Uh-huh.
I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes. I guess I wasn't quite ready for this after all.
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
Maybe you've taken on a bit too much in one go. Me too, it's not like you.
I can't let myself see only the things I want to see. How would that make me any different from before?
Look! There seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
They're not staying quiet either.
Probably time we made a move.
They're just standing over there being like...
How about we check out Spina di Rosula's ship? We should have a view of the whole of Poisson from there.
They're literally over there just being like, man, oh man, I sure do fucking hate Furina de Fontaine. God, that bitch is so annoying. I hate her so much. I wish she would leave and never come back. Man, these petty bitches. Oh man. Why has Poisson gotta be so annoying about it? There's literally only one teleport waypoint, so everywhere else I want to go, I gotta run around to it. Ugh. Okay. Going up. Alright, there we go. Dope.
I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll. And here I am dumping all this heavy stuff on you.
Nah, girl, we here for you. Huh.
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
Great. Well, I appreciate your company, so please don't disappear just yet.
Hey, we ain't planning.
I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be. As I stand here by the ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind. One after another, people were taken by the water. All those treasured lives and memories washed out of existence in an instant. They thought their god would protect them. They had absolute faith that when disaster struck, a divine power would save them from harm. And all the while, I played my part to perfection to convince them that was true. But then the floodwaters finally came, and the Hydro Archon did nothing.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You were only doing your duty.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. Come on. Come on. That's essentially what we're saying to her.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. As time went on, it got harder and harder to bear, and I became more lonely and isolated. Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified of completely failing in my task, and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone, weeping on my throne. Fortunately, we were able to avoid the worst-case scenario thanks to the help of heroic individuals such as yourselves. Everyone rose to their responsibilities, and I finally regained my freedom. But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed. I have no further use to people.
Aww.
Paimon would have never imagined you'd see it that way.
Think of your freedom as your reward.
A reward?
Yeah. Because now you can finally speak your heart. You don't have to be anguished and alone anymore.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Back then, I didn't even dare to dream about having someone to confide in. I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was, and exposing the secret I swore to protect. Believe in the Furina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. No one could be allowed to know. That's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
Yep, that's... I mean, that's what everyone thought at first, man. God. I mean, I personally didn't see it. But, yeah, I remember back when Fontaine first showed up, and I guess everyone hated Furina. Which, yeah. Where they at now, huh? Where are all the Furina haters at? I don't see them. I don't see them at all.
Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same.
Paimon. What Paimon meant to say was she doesn't like to see you so down. Do you feel better having gotten all this off your chest?
I do.
Yeah.
I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own life again. And even though I have no idea where I'm going right now, at least the choice is in my hands.
Yeah.
All right, it's about time to head back. Paulo should have finished the ending by now.
Sure. Okay, let's head back and check it out.
Go back and find Paulo. Alright, I guess we'll do this real quick. I think we'll wrap things up here once we check out this man's masterpiece.
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat? You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods, not wolfing down copious quantities of fish and chips, you know?
Well, I mean, talk to Chevy. She might be able to help you out with that.
Come on. It's not every day we get to dine at Spina di Rosula's expense. Can you believe how generous she is? I'm not about to pass on free food.
I mean, I wouldn't either. Respect, my guy.
Anyway, my character doesn't need to be slim and good looking. That's your job.
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours. I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
I mean...
Oh no, looks like they're arguing again. We're back! Could you maybe put your differences aside for a moment?
Ah, you're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment in your stead. Paulo's nearly done. We shouldn't have to wait too much longer.
Great! So you were discussing your characters, right? We heard she's playing the Oceanid who turns into a human girl. What about you?
Me? I'm an Oceanid too.
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he outgrew that role.
What?
Well, the costume at least. So now he's playing the boar instead.
Jeez, man, come on.
Sorry.
The boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
The boar, Is that... Who's that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be... Neuvillette?
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines too, like when he imparts some solemn words of wisdom to the little Oceanid. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Or is that supposed to be Focalor?
Wait, that sounds kind of familiar.
Now you guys just noticed?
It's the most important line in the whole script. I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe, allowing us to devote ourselves fully to performing. It was only after she was gone that we realized how tough her job really was.
You mentioned earlier that the troupe is like your home.
Yeah. I was born with an incurable illness, and once my family found out it couldn't be treated, they decided they didn't want me anymore.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I ain't gonna pretend like those people aren't crawling around out there, but yeesh.
I spent some years taking whatever work I could find and trying to manage my illness with various medicines. But whenever I had a bad flare-up, I'd be lying in an alleyway for days at a time.
Oh, man. God, this is rough.
It was like that until the director found me one day. She told me I had a great voice and asked if I was interested in studying singing from her. I said yes. She took me under her wing, taught me to both sing and act, helped me find Mora for my meds, took care of me when my condition decided to flare up. I know it was all a huge burden on her.
Man, she's a way better person than anybody here.
She sounds like a really incredible person.
She really was. She gave everything she had to her troupe and the people in it. All of us were so proud to call her our director. I was a lost child too when she found me. As the child of a murderer.
Oh, jeez.
My parents weren't around when I was little, so I got sent to an orphanage.
Jesus! Why is Fontaine the fucking nation of trauma?
The other kids were always picking fights with me. They'd say things like, "Come on, you must be pretty tough if you're the son of a murderer." It was just to taunt me, though. I was an easy target, and they knew it. One day, I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away. I lost all faith in humanity by that point. Thought the whole world was out to get me.
Oh man, it's a good thing none of these kids had the internet back when this happened. Otherwise, yeah, they probably would have wound up on certain forums and Reddit boards where, they would have ran into some rather unsavory types that probably would have taken them down certain paths that civilized people shouldn't go down.
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
Yeah. For the first time in my life, I was somewhere I felt safe. And I promised myself I'd stay here until the day the group parted ways.
The day you hoped would never come. How times change.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need to introduce you to. This is our new artistic consultant, Miss Furina.
Furina? The Furina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Please, the honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
Same here.
This is a job. We're literally here for money.
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds in my version of the script.
Are you not gonna give us your trauma dump story?
I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. A little Oceanid decides she wants to become a human, against the wishes of her family. She finds love and friendship in the bustling city. But then, disaster strikes.
Oh, look at the little Oceanid balloons. That's adorable. I kind of want one, man.
The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The soil is becoming arid. Plants and flowers are withering. And the people begin to panic.
Uh-oh. I think Scar must have just become king.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it and investigate the truth of the matter together.
I like this art style.
In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land.
It just ran away.
By a consciousness of its own.
Consciousness? You mean the water is sentient?
Water as a conscious entity. There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
Yeah, one of them is called Frozen 2.
Since the little Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She then tells her lover about her true identity, as well as the truth behind the crisis. Her lover accepts her for who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring the water back. However, unbeknownst to them, there were some people eavesdropping when she revealed her secret. The little Oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away, and faces the greatest dilemma of her life.
I don't like where this is going.
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover, and the rest of humanity.
Nope, we're not doing that. We rewrite it, get back in there, back to the lab, clean it up.
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain? Why would she want to save them after that?
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love, one that extended to all of humanity. Surely the biggest strength of Cleo's character.
I mean, sure, but...
There's actually something else that bothers me. You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're serious
She
about
was a hero. What are you talking about?
memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible.
Wait. Oh, wait. Is this supposed to be the good? Is this supposed to be the good, happy ending? Okay, no. No, Delphi, you fuck off. We're not doing that. We're not doing your psycho take where you decide, yeah, let's just write our beloved director's murder into our little play. Hey, what's good, rats? Thanks for sticking around. We're probably gonna be wrapping up here in a little bit though, so yeah, stick it out to the end if you feel like it.
What about if the little Oceanid is hounded to death by people who hate her, her lover makes sure her secret never gets out, and humanity continues down the path to extinction?
Dolphy, do you wanna talk? You need to talk?
That sounds like too cruel of an ending to me. And perhaps a little irresponsible to present to the audience.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to Director Aureli's death, both arbitrary and meaningless. On the day when she went missing, Director Aureli had instructed us all, somewhat out of the blue, to leave the court of Fontaine and wait for her outside the city. We waited and waited at the rendezvous point, but she never came. By the time we returned to the city, she disappeared without a trace. We looked for her. The Gardamex looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. Increasingly, all the signs seemed to point to her being the latest victim in the serial disappearances case.
The director was the kindest soul in the world, yet she was senselessly sacrificed for the sake of a so-called experiment by someone who had nothing to do with her at all.
But doesn't the way she suddenly told you to leave the city suggest that maybe she had some sense of what was about to happen? It almost seems as if she was moving you to safety.
I've been trying to follow up on that ever since, but all my efforts so far have turned up nothing. Villemont might know something, but he won't open up to me.
Villemont? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Who is the villain?
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by grief. I think the director's death hit him hardest of all.
Is the villain supposed to be the people who were eavesdropping on her? Because there wasn't like a villain in the story, at least the way that he wrote it.
Grief? Guilt, more like. Also, I have a hard time imagining that anyone took it harder than me.
Oh, is that right? Why is that, Paolo?
Because, well, speaking of the play being true to life, I was deeply, madly in love with Aureli.
Uh-huh.
What? You kept that one quiet.
Oh, Dolphy, were you in love with Paolo?
It's time to be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other. We'll never be able to agree on the ending if we can't be honest about how we feel. I did tell her how I felt once, but she turned me down pretty much straight away. She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her, and she never considered us as potential romantic partners.
Well, I mean, that's good, because if she essentially pulled y'all off of the streets, then that would be a little groomy. I mean, even if you guys are like the same age, like, you know, still.
Not that it came as a shock or anything. It was what I was expecting to hear. So I told her I'd always be there for the troupe, and I'd always be there for her. I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives and on the up and up, and managing the troupe no longer required her constant attention, well, maybe then she could reconsider what she really wanted in her life. And now, that day will never come.
Oh, Paulo.
So if I'm the one writing this ending, then I'm gonna make sure it does right by Aureli. I won't let anyone get in the way of that.
In that case, you have to straighten things out with Villemont once and for all, face to face. We've all had our differences of opinion over the ending, but those two have never seen eye to eye on anything. One of them has to compromise if we're ever going to reach a final decision.
Again, this guy, he's supposed to be playing the villain. There's no villain in this story.
Well, if that's where we're at, looks like it's time to go visit Vilmo.
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. But for the sake of our final performance, I'll do whatever it takes. Funny you should ask, though. You really do get what I'm going through right now.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Allons-y!
All right. Well, I think with that, we're gonna go ahead and call it there for the evening. We went a little bit over time, but yeah, that's fine. That's fine. At least it wasn't like last stream, so I think we'll take it right there. But all right, I want to thank everyone that decided to stop in to check out the stream, even for just a minute or two. Once again, always appreciate it. No stream tomorrow, but on Tuesday, we'll be continuing on with Red Dead 2. Oh wait, actually, let me see here. Okay. So here's the thing. I believe Persona 3, the remake of Persona 3 is coming out on Thursday. So actually what I think I might want to do, because I'm planning on getting Persona 3 and I'm going to be playing it. I'm not going to play it on stream because it's going to be hella long. But I want to at least play the first time that I play it on stream, because Persona is my favorite game series. Persona 4 is my favorite game of all time. And Persona 3 was actually the game that got me into Persona way back when I was like 12 or something. So I want to at least play the beginning of it on stream. So that'll be Thursday. And then what I think is that instead of having just like Red Dead and then Persona 3, instead I think what we'll do is on Tuesday we're gonna play another game that I want to give a try. Hold on, what is it called? It's called Season: A Letter to the Future. It was an indie game by a developer that I think unfortunately ended up going under, so I don't think they exist any longer, but the game looked really pretty, so I kind of went and downloaded it. So I want to try that game out. So I think we're gonna do that on Tuesday. Then on Thursday we might be doing Persona 3. So yeah. Also I followed. Oh, thanks a lot, Rats. I appreciate it. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing those streams, go ahead and follow my socials or subscribe to know when the stream will be going live. So yeah, I think that's gonna be the plan. So yeah, that'll be what's happening next week. So with all that being said, then I hope you guys have yourselves a good night, a good day, or a good morning, wherever it might be for you. And hopefully y'all have yourselves a good Monday tomorrow, a good start to your week. And with any luck, I will hopefully see y'all on Tuesday. So until then, stay groovy, everybody.